Hello, and welcome to another meeting of the Lotus Council. So what do we have today? We have a sealed brawl deck. So I'm doing Elis Elcor, the Sadistic Pilgrim. It's a 2-2 with Death Touch, and whenever another creature enters the battlefield, under my control I gain a life. Whenever a creature I control dies, each opponent loses a life. So you can kind of guess what this is going to do. Not really, because it's kind of a hard thing with it being a sealed brawl deck. So let's go over the creatures. So we got Garden and New Benalia, Defiler of Faith, Iran Benalia's Ruin, which is great because it's a sack outlet for my commander. Argivian Cavalier, nice because it makes extra bodies. We got a Mesa Cavalier, Griffin Protector, Argivian Phalanx, Phyrexian Warhorse. Again, kicking it, you get a creature. We got Benelish Sleeper, Charismatic Vanguard, Samite Herbalist, Clockwork Drawbridge, Benelish Faithbonder, Battlefly Swarm, which I really love. You just keep a black open, and you can give it Death Touch. And people will look down that and not want to attack into that. It's a pretty good incentive to stay around. We got a Wingmantle Chaplain, really good. I have a few creatures with Defender, and this really plays well with that. Making 1/1 birds, which are sack outlets. Phyrexian Missionary, Knight of Dawn's Life, basically increasing my life gain. Blight Pile, Resolute Reinforcements, Knight of Dust Shadow, shutting down life gain. Captain, then we got some of the utility sorceries, Captain's Call, making 1/1 creatures, take up the shield. Basically being able to give something a +1/+1 counter, lifelink and indestructible till end of turn. Useful in white to try and protect something. Got Artillery Blast. This is not nearly as cool as if this were a 5-color deck, or even, not limited by the commander. Basically, we're going to get 2. So it's going to be 3 damage for 2 mana. Not too bad. Battle Rage Blessing. Not too bad. Gives something Death Touch and Indestructible. Destroy Evil. Killing creature toughness 4 or greater, or target enchantment. So that's pretty good for 2. We got Bone Splinters, which is a great removal and sacrifice outlet for the commander. Join Forces. Yeah. Untapping 2 creatures, giving them +2/+2 till end of turn. Both of them +2/+2. We got Sheoldred's Restoration. That's nice. Leyline Binding, this is super cool. Unfortunately, it's just going to cost 2 less, so it's going to be 4 total. Not nearly as cool. It's better in 5-color decks. We got Citizen's Arrest. Love Song of Night and Day. Can't help but think of this as a power ballad. We got Prayer of Binding, and Braid's Frightful Return, which sack your creature, making opponents sacrifice cards, again playing into the commander. Then we got Relic of Legends. Basically, I'd be able to, I'm not going to want to attack with my commander, but I can now tap it for mana, which is very useful. Meteorite, it is a bit expensive, deals 2 damage and taps for 1. But we got Crystal Grotto, the Scrying, and being able to filter is good. Comes in untapped. We got Sunlit Marsh, Cave of Kolios, Plains, and Swamp to round it out. So, should be a pretty fun little deck. I love the low CMC commanders. They tend to do really well. So, anyway, we want to thank you for joining us today. If you're on the lookout for cards, we suggest you go check out our friends over at Geekified. You can find them at geekifiedoiowa.com. And if you want to know when we're having our next meeting, go ahead and subscribe, hit that bell notification, and join us in the Discord, which you should do because we do fun stuff in there. So we want to thank you for joining us, and we hope to see you next time. With that, that's all we have for today, and our meeting is now adjourned, but we hope you have an absolutely fantastic day.